Welcome back to the Bear Den, you guys. We are continuing with our Tony Hawk Underground Pro Skater. Tony Hawk Pro Skater Underground? I actually don't know the title of this video, or this video game, so I'm just going to completely ramble. As of last time, talking about Eric, how he got in trouble with the hoodlums of the area. It's time to get off the board and climb up onto the same roofs that I did when I initially learned how to play this game. You'll see a lot of random sprinting and jumping, just because, as previously stated, when you hold the X button, you run, but it also triggers you to jump as soon as you release it. Also, big shout out, happy 4th of July weekend to everyone. Hope everyone has a safe and sane holiday. Nobody blowing off fingers, and everybody's surviving in the middle of the pandemic. A lot of people want to go out and have fun, and it's now a time to just stay indoors. And that's what I'm doing by playing this video game. So it's just another filler mission, trying to find the last piece. So I'm just hopping between buildings, trying to figure out where it was. I think I saw it when I was on the other roof, and I believe it's on one of these houses over here. Yeah, okay. So just running over, run, grab, and I've always said, like, these part of the game just makes it feel unauthentic. Is that a good word to use? Well, maybe not on that particular. It's a different dimension of the Tony Hawk series that not necessarily benefited the game or detracted from the game. It was just part of the game. And then I do like, though, that they incorporated sketching and being able to actually build up so that you would move forward in the game. So, like, you actually have to use sketching. A lot of the other games don't address on it as much or use it as much. And then I'm going to see if I can get the 3 grinds around the circle in one attempt. I've almost got it without failing. Almost got it. And I got it. And then I immediately eat shit afterwards because I'm not good. I also love the sky transition as soon as you complete that mission. It went from being like nice and blue outside to being a dark shade of brown. And I'm going to attempt to actually see if I can get the 3 times around without failing, just so that I can increase my stats. But if I don't feel comfortable, a bit lock. At least I'll get at least rail line. So the whole point of going back and playing some of these earlier, was it 2000 video games, is to see how the games compare now and how they're holding up. One of the games that I currently have gotten in the beta phase is Skater XL, and one thing that happened with Tony Hawk is Tony Hawk, Pro Skater, anything, are the true arcade versions of these games. So it's just like if you, for example, if you used to play Madden and then you played NFL Blitz. Like, Madden is simulation, NFL Blitz is arcade. And so when we started moving into games like Skate, Skater XL, those were closer to what simulation is, using other buttons besides just ollie, flip, grab, and using like stick controls to make it a more intensive game. Really changed up like how I felt about certain games and how I process them. Tony Hawk always holds a special place in my heart, but I feel like I gravitated more towards the new simulation games. Of course, everybody says like Skate 2, best skate game of all time. I liked all of the skate games. I think they really grew upon each other, and like I do plan on going back and playing those sometimes to see how those held up over time. But I wanted to go back and see how most of the young games, or when I was a young gamer, not young games, hold up in the ever-changing world, and see if the nostalgia is really there, and to make it be like, oh, I really enjoyed this game, or was it it was good for its time, it's definitely decayed over time. Like I said, for me, Tony Hawk's always been fun. I remember this game being one of the ones that introduced these side missions of driving cars and doing stuff off the skateboard, which was always interesting. So far, going through, has given me the opportunity to do a little bit of both. It's given me the opportunity for these wacky side missions. It's given me the opportunity to actually hone my Tony Hawk skating skills. And I think also this is one of the best cutscenes because it's like the car's parked perfectly and then you ram into it. It may get a little jumpy, it's just because I'm skipping cutscenes. So right there where it just immediately went from us being chased into getting onto the car, and then we'll be moving to Skater Heaven, Manhattan. But I'm excited. I'm excited for the new wave of skating games. I'm excited for the remaster of certain skating games. I think that be able to get any game in front of people to see, like, okay, this is what it used to be, this is what it could be now. With slight graphical improvements, I think it's great. The problem I see is also the amount of pricing that these games go for. I'm not going to pay $60 for a remastered game. I think the most I would want to pay is like 20, 25, because with having a computer build and with having a access to emulators, I can go back and play the game and have that same full enjoyment. And I don't necessarily need it to be that 4K ultra graphics HD, because to me, what made the game is the playstyle. Going through another just little collectible mission, I need to retrieve 5 items. As you can see here, I can't hit this grind perfectly, so I'm going to have to struggle and bounce off into the walls. Got it. Hitting the sweet no slide on the rail. I always love that as well about these games. Being able to grind the high wires. It gives you access to the level in multi-dimensional. So you have just like regular flat ground. You have the ramps, but then you can go crazy high and get up on the rails and stuff like that. And then we're going to jump. Fail because I didn't hold R2 right there to flatten myself out. Just trying to get this third and final piece. And so something, even though you guys are probably sick of me constantly like, oh, shit on about the collectible items. It's smart because it also forces you to explore the map. And that's something that I have 100% credit for. It's with these challenges, you have to go and look at every possible space. That allows you to figure out, okay, lay of the land. It's also good if you're doing combo runs. You get more of an idea of like what's solid, what's not, what would be a good area. And the game is pretty forgiving in the sense of timers, so it's not like it's always go, 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 go. You have to 30 seconds, one right after another. A lot of it's just like, okay, 2 minutes, go explore around, figure out the lay of the land, and then come back when you're ready to jam. I like doing that one because I got the BS salad. Got to start eating more of those for Jack July, so keep that in chance. I also love with the emulator, you can see character models T-posing. So if you're not familiar with what a T-pose is, it's just when a character model is standing with their arms straight out to the side of them, like they were a T, straight up and down. I'm learning the new Moonwalk 5.0 from Chad Muska, and you'll probably see me quick restart 17,000 times, because I remember this challenge being the biggest pain in the ass because this is a long wire and it requires incredible balance, and I'm not really good. I start to panic at the end and start button mashing or like tapping left and right really fast to hopefully balance out. But I hope you like this scenery because you'll be seeing a lot of it. I also love just how when you start spamming buttons, the crazy animations that kick out, being able to do a 360 double inward heel flip, like, it's nice. I also like just how crazy the special moves are. If you guys are interested in watching people actually accomplish certain special moves, definitely check out Johnny Geiger on YouTube. He has an amazing like background piece that he put together with some of the craziest, and then he goes through and he's like attempting Roddy Mullen's tricks. And so for there, we will end the video. Until next time, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good one.